Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking through a couple player props I like on Prizepicks for tonight's NBA slate on Tuesday, December the 19th. We've got just a 4-game slate tonight, guys, so it is a smaller slate. I would probably say to play a little bit lighter tonight. I know it is Taco Tuesday, so we will have some discounts today that Prizepicks will give us throughout the day. But the board's relatively thin. There's obviously not going to be a ton to love on a 4-game slate. I did still find, though, 2 early props that I liked for tonight that we're going to talk through in this video. So before we talk through these 2 plays, as always, if you guys do enjoy these Prizepicks videos, if they do help you out, please hit that like button down below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And if you guys are new to Prizepicks, if you don't have an account over on Prizepicks, you can sign up, linked down below in the description, or just use that promo code NOAH when you do sign up, and you will get your first deposit matched up to $100 when you sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code. And I do want to also give a quick shout out to Sleeper because we have a partnership with Sleeper as well, guys. And if you don't have an account over on Sleeper, you can sign up for Sleeper, linked down below in the description, or just make sure to use that promo code NOAH when you sign up for Sleeper as well, and you will get your first deposit matched up to $100 over there. Check out Sleeper if you guys have not yet. Sleeper does run a ton of promos. They have a ton of discounts they give out throughout the week. They also offer free squares for new users. So if you're a new user and if you don't have an account over on Sleeper, when you sign up, make a deposit, use that code NOAH, you will get a free square added to your account that you can use on any entry. You can pair it with any picks you like. Sleeper does offer NBA, NFL, MLB, a lot of the major sports, college football. So check them out, guys. And again, use that promo code NOAH when you sign up for Sleeper to get your first deposit matched up to $100. But let's talk through the Prizepicks slate for today, guys. And 2 early props I'm liking over on Prizepicks. So there's a PRA prop that I'm looking at for tonight, and then I got a points prop that I'm looking at for tonight. So for the PRA prop, we're going to look at Giannis's PRA prop of 49.5, and I like the over here for Giannis. Now, if you look at DK Sportsbook right now, Giannis's even line, his PRA prop, is actually set at 50.5 on DK Sportsbook. So DK does have this a full PRA higher than what Prizepicks does. So we're getting a little bit of value here on Prizepicks. It is obviously a great matchup here for Giannis going up against the Spurs. Excuse me, the Spurs. They've been a pretty bad defensive team this season. They've been one of the worst defensive teams in the league. They're bottom 10 in defensive rating this year. And now they don't have Victor Wembanyama. So without Victor Wembanyama, this Spurs defense is going to be even worse. The Spurs defense is going to look like the defense that they had last year, which was by far the worst defense in the league. So this is a spot where the Bucks should just be able to score at will. They should just be able to get whatever they want in this matchup. Excuse me. The one concern I do have with Giannis here is the potential for blowout, because right now the Bucks are favored by 16.5 in this game at home. So if you wanted to, you technically could look at the first half PRA for Giannis. That line is set at 24.5. It's pretty much just half of what his original line is. There have been games this season where Giannis has gone under first half, but then gone over, full game. So, like, if you look at his full game PRA, he's only gone over in 2 out of his last 5 games. However, one game lost by the hook had 49. Another game had 46. This game against Detroit was a massive blowout. So if you look at, first half, he's gone over, or excuse me, full game, he's gone over in 2 out of his last 5 games. Whereas if you look at first half, he's gone over in 3 out of his last 5. I think was it this game against Chicago, or I can't remember, one of these games. I want to say he went over. He might have went under first half, but went over full game or something like that. But he did go over his first half PRA last game, but went under full game. So it's honestly pick your poison here. I kind of like both for Giannis. I think the value's on the full game because, again, right now with DK Sportsbook, they have Giannis. They have his even line set at 50.5. I wouldn't be surprised if Prizepicks bumps up his full game PRA 1, and they bump up his first half as well, up 1. But with the way that the Bucks run their rotation, so if you look at the Bucks rotation chart this season, and if you look at how they sub their guys in and out, so Damian Lillard, he typically always will play almost the whole first quarter. He'll play half of the second quarter, and then he'll play almost the whole third quarter. Whereas Giannis, they kind of play Giannis in shorter stints. So to start the game, Giannis will play 4 or 5 minutes, and then he'll sub out. And then he'll sub back in whenever Dame comes out. So I would think as long as the Spurs keep this within 15 to 20 points, if we're heading into the fourth quarter and it's a 15, 20-point game, I think Giannis is going to be out there to start the fourth quarter just because with how the Bucks run their rotation, Giannis is pretty much always going to start the fourth quarter unless it's a 30-point game or something. Then there's a chance Giannis doesn't play the fourth. But really, we just need the Spurs to like not get the absolute shit beat out of them. Like if they can just keep this within like 15, 20 points, Giannis should get some fourth quarter minutes, should get that fourth quarter run. I mean, the matchup is just so good here. The Spurs, again, they've been a terrible defensive team this season. They're going to be even worse without Victor Wembanyama. And you look at Giannis's numbers this year, like even playing with Damian Lillard this season, Giannis has still been an elite player, has an elite usage rate, third highest usage rate in the league, only behind Joel Embiid and Luka this season. You know, if you look at his rebound chances, his potential assists, like he's still averaging over 17 rebound chances per game, averaging over 10 potential assists per game, which is second most on his team. He's been scoring a ton this season. Like the matchup's great here for Giannis. I know there's blowout risk, so if you're scared of the blowout risk, I don't mind taking the first half PRA for Giannis. I think both of these are fine. For the sake of this video, I'm going to personally be taking the full game, 49.5 PRA, but I do like both those. I think it's a really, really good spot for Giannis here. And again, DK Sportsbook, they have his line set at 50.5 right now. Prizepicks, point lower than that, having it at 49.5, so a little bit of value there. Now, the next play I like is going to be a points prop, and we're going to look at Steph Curry's points prop of 26.5. Also like the over here. So Curry does draw a little bit of a tougher matchup here against the Celtics. However, you know, right now, Curry is pretty heavily favored to go over this points prop, and I know the matchup might be tough. I know Curry's kind of been a little bit inconsistent lately, but if you look at, you know, these games that Curry has struggled in, so against Portland last game, played 31 minutes, but shot the ball terribly, 2 for 12 from the field. Against the Clippers, played 34 minutes, but also had a bad shooting game, 5 for 17 from the field. And then against Phoenix, scored 24 points, played 32 minutes, but it was another game where he shot the ball terribly, 8 for 24 from the field. Yo, Curry is always going to get shots up. Like, he's a high volume shooter. You look at just like his recent games, 18, 18, 20, 24, 17, 22, 12 shot attempts. So he's taking a ton of shots every game. He's going to play, you know, 34, 35 minutes if this game's competitive. The Warriors are playing at home here, which I definitely think makes this game more likely to be competitive. The Warriors typically play a lot better at home. If this game was being played in Boston, I would be worried about potential blowout risk, but given that it's being played in Golden State, I think that makes it a lot more likely this game's competitive. It's a 5.5 point spread, so Vegas is expecting this game to be, you know, relatively competitive. Curry this season, you know, the usage rate for him has still been great. This season, he still has a 29% usage rate, which does lead his team, or excuse me, 29.9% usage rate, so nearly a 30% usage rate for Curry this year, leading the team. The volume in terms of shot attempts has been great. The matchup, again, it might be a little bit tougher, but even factoring in the matchup here, you know, Curry is a guy that I would typically bet on, you know, getting 27 points more times than not. In DK Sportsbook right now, they have Curry heavily favored to go over this line of 26.5. He is minus 145 right now on DK Sportsbook to go over 26.5 points. So given that Curry's minus 145 on DK to go over this line, feel pretty positive. Prizepicks is going to bump this line up to probably 27, maybe 27.5. Hopefully you all can get it in at 26.5, you know, while it's still available at this number. I know the matchup's tough here. The Celtics have been one of the best defensive teams in the league, but I'm fine taking Curry in the spot, especially with the sportsbook odds heavily favoring his over. And if you look at, you know, his past history against the Celtics, now take it with a grain of salt, because obviously this Celtics team is different than what they were last season. You know, they didn't have Jrue Holiday last season. They didn't have Kristaps Porzingis last season, but for what it's worth, his last 5 full games he's played against the Celtics, not including the playoffs. So last 5 full games he's played, there was one game where he only played 14 minutes. I think he got injured in that one. But the last 5 full games he's played against the Celtics, 38 points, 47 points, 30 points, 32 points, and 29 points. So Curry has cooked the Celtics as of late. I guess he's cooked Marcus Smart, because that was back when Marcus Smart was on the Celtics. You know, Marcus Smart's a good defender, though. Curry is one of these guys that can, you know, kind of win any matchup. Jrue Holiday's a great defender, but I still think Curry can get us 27 points here, even against Jrue Holiday and against a good Celtics defense. And again, sportsbook odds, DK Sportsbook, they have Curry heavily favored, minus 145 to go over this points prop. So these are 2 early props, guys. I am liking for Thursday's NBA slate, or excuse me, not Thursday, Tuesday's NBA slate. It is a smaller slate tonight, only 4 games. So again, I would recommend probably playing a little bit lighter tonight. There's obviously not going to be a ton of props to love on a little 4-game slate like this, but I'm sure we'll be back with a much bigger slate for Wednesday. Still wanted to give you guys some plays I like, though. You know, kind of taking a first look at the board right now on Tuesday. If you guys are going to be tailing me, or taking a first look at the board on Monday night, I should say. But if you guys are going to be tailing me on these 2 plays for Tuesday, hopefully we can hit both these plays, make some money tonight. As always, appreciate you guys watching the video. Make sure you guys Hit that like button down below if you did enjoy. Hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And again, if you guys are new to Prizepicks, if you don't have an account over on Prizepicks, be sure to sign up, use that promo code NOAH, and get your first deposit matched up to $100 when you sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code. But good luck tonight, guys. Thanks for watching the video, as always, and supporting the content. Appreciate you guys a ton. Let's make some money tonight. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.